6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to the LMPD. Go and get your self-esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto-Biz, what this pink stuff is. Gonna tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking. Go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while
PA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Buffalo Bills.
San Francisco.
Are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
At the 24-yard line.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Allen now looks to throw. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. Broken tackle. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. First down and more for Allen. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Allen's throw is complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Cole Beasley. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 49ers' 26-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is third and short. From the gun, it's Allen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
4 yards.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that he rifles one that's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks.
If you were me,
and they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football.
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Touchdown.
Devontae Freeman, 77 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. What an excellent run, and from the beginning, the defense just looked a little fooled, a little out of position.
A little bit frozen, too, because when you hand the ball inside, you lose sight of it oftentimes as a defender, and your eyes naturally gravitate to the quarterback. And before they realized it, he was off and running through the thick of the line while the quarterback faked it and carried it outside.
At their own 25-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their 25-yard line. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Brought down by
we knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 50 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10.
21, here we go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. This is caught, and across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Niners 14, Bills 7.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Andre Roberts on the return. The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
From the 24, Allen going deep for Diggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20. Here's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And it's a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. In our meetings this week, they kind of tipped us off. They wanted to play ultra-aggressive, forcing fumbles. They just did that right there.
They took it to the next level, didn't they? You're exactly right, because everyone talks about being aggressive on defense and tackling well. But they were talking about getting after the football, making sure the ball was stripped out each and every time they lined up someone to get them on the ground.
And the adjustment working early.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17. This is caught, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
His kick.
Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Andre Roberts on the return. The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Devontae Freeman, the ball
They
carrier.
went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Allen. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. On play action, Allen. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Here's 28. Bills 10.
Here we go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards.
6-yard line.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
1st and 10.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Sliding out of the pocket. Over the middle, complete. That's Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Allen. He hits Beasley right side. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 13-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
35 yards.
So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
On 1st down, Gibson, nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Jerry Hughes on.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, check. Hey, alert.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He's got this to the rookie from ASU, Brandon Ayuk. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On third down, it's Gibson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
A gain of 1. It's fourth.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
44, Mike, 44. Man, that's trash. I got you.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Three touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Bills 10. Robbie Gould.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
Yes, sir.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long.
Gun. 21. Mike's 43.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down.
Watch the screen. 43 is the Mike, boy. 43. Check. 11.
Now Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 21 yards there on third down.
At the 12-yard line.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. They're trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick.
Garoppolo's pass intercepted by the Bills. They'll take over first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
To kick off for Buffalo.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Here we go. 49. Crunch time, defense. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Thirteen. I got this. 49's the mic. Check. Go ahead.
There's Garoppolo to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, the good news, they got to stop defensively. The bad news, this is a huge hole that they're in right now. How do they start to dig out of it?
That's a great question because we're not even going to talk about how do they win it, right? We want to see how they can kind of claw back and at least make themselves feel better about the game because this one is likely out of reach, but maybe one possession at a time. Try and play a little bit better and have some respect when you come out of the game.
A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And he's got room. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills get a bit closer.
Tyler Bass.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
If you know, that's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Brought down behind.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, They've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Levi Wallace brought him down. That's a gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and 2.
49 the mic, mark 49. You got night. Shoot. Sponge. No. Check 31, check 31.
On third down, it's Gibson. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 19-yard line. A big gain there on 3rd and 2. 48 yards.
19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
65. Switch.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
44 the mic, 44.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Here we go. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Slam.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 14-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
44.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Good. Makes the score Niners 42. Bills 7.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
He was covered by Richard Sherman.
Second and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. To throw again, Allen. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Richie James on the return.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson, not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Ball carrier.
The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And this defense going to bring out a couple extra DBs here on 3rd and a yard.
Check 1, Omaha. Check hot route. Hot. Alert flare.
That's out to the left and complete. And he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go. Mike, 49. Let's go. Check 99.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson, and he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
44 is the Mike. 44 is the Mike. Watch twist. Shift. Dick.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On 1st down, Gibson. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Fopo's the Mike. Mike's Fopo. Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson, and he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And he fires one, but incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
No, I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. It changed, name, I like your respect. Get it more than when I get expecting up the back. In fact, I said that on my account.
So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Now it's Gould after splitting the uprights to kick this one away.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
He's brought down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. You get the 4th down conversion, and then you look up and you see a flag.
I'm just holding my head in my hands right now because I know the head coach is doing exactly the same thing. It all went into getting it on 4th down, and that gets wiped out.
Check 24, check 24. Hey, hold.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. finding Knox there, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. A gain of 6 there on first.
Out of bounds at the
that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Allen running the option to the left, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Stop made by Fred Warner, who was the Niners' leading tackler during their run to the Super Bowl last year. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills cut into that lead. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Niners 45, Bills 24.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Jordan Boyer.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. Like 20. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
For the 49ers.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bills get a bit closer. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Niners 45, Bills 31.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A 2nd and 11 from the 19. They'll try the left side. It's Gibson. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. Tonight's
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Niners, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7.
And they'll get to stay home again next week as Washington comes to town.
Meanwhile, for the Bills, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead, they fall to 5-7. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.